Legal disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commentary, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. With that being said, I do not claim ownership of any copyrighted material featured in my videos, and I also don't make these videos with the intention of profiting off of them.
So as you can tell, got my cup of coffee here, and I just freshly got out of the shower. Uncanny coincidence, eh? I started Super Mario World after taking a break from Nintendo games for a while in the winter. Bang! Nintendo Direct in February. And now in the fall, as soon as I wrap up Super Mario World, bang! Nintendo Direct again. I know this didn't happen in the summer. If this happened in June, where I put out part 3 around the time that Direct came out, I would be fully convinced I'm in the goddamn Twilight Zone. But anyways, moving on from that, I suppose as per tradition, it's time for my pre-direct speculation about what I think's gonna come. So firstly, we're at that point now where talk of GameCube remasters is hot. And an obvious one that I think is coming to Switch is the second Metroid Prime, because, you know, if they want to promote Metroid Prime 4 and it's still being delayed for this foreseeable future, why would they just leave us hanging with the first game? I mean, like, that just makes no fucking sense. I mean, well, you get it. I probably didn't have to speak with the Bill Nye impression. But the other two kind of are hanging on a thread. But they make sense if you given the fact that they probably want to do something to cash in on Halloween. First one, a little more expectable, and that's Luigi's Mansion. And the reason I say the original Luigi's Mansion is because Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon got announced to have a port in the last Direct in the summer. But here, right, the original Luigi's Mansion got a remake only for the 3DS, and that was because Nintendo reused Dark Moon's engine before they made Luigi's Mansion 3, so there was no trace of Luigi's Mansion on the Switch, and they just kept it on the 3DS. But now that they're porting Dark Moon to the Switch, I'm sure we're going to get some news about that, but on top of that, they'll also announce Luigi's Mansion 1 coming as well, even though they'll probably just take the remaster and port that over, knowing how current Nintendo is. The second one is a little more out there, but again, it hangs on the thread of, this is Halloween. And that is Eternal Darkness. Now, this is a game that I'm personally more hoping happens. It's probably not, but it's Nintendo's, like, one-shot attempt at psychological horror, and I know it's better immersed on the GameCube because it does things to break the fourth wall and make you believe that, like, the memory disc is fucked up and stuff, but holy hell, it would be so cool to be able to play that on a modern form factor. So my camera ran out of space to individually record things before finishing up my little Akinator segment. So I'm just going to do this off my OBS layout before the Direct actually begins. Now, the other thing that usually happens around this time of year with these Nintendo Directs is that new consoles get announced to come to the little Nintendo Switch Online Retro Gaming Battle Pass. That's not really my thing, you know. I don't really vibe with the whole paywalling retro games behind a subscription motif. I buy whatever retro games I can off the eShop, but typically I rock with the mini consoles, or if I'm feeling handheld today, this bad boy, when it comes to modern ways to play my retro games, on top of original hardware, of course. But, again, as I said, you know, Nintendo already announced the shit that they were going to put out for Switch Online, which was the Game Boy stuff this year. They could do GameCube, but knowing how much of a shit show emulating N64 games were on there, oh my god, that emulator is going to be something to behold if it's real. But what I'm more likely banking on is that it's going to focus on, if there is an announcement of stuff getting put on the Retro Gaming Battle Pass, third parties are going to be doing it because they're working with Sega to put Genesis games on the Switch Online. So if there is... Sorry about that. I'm gonna edit that out. Sega's the third party they've got working for them when it comes to porting over retro games to their little battle pass. So what I think is gonna happen if they do announce anything coming there is Sega puts like Dreamcast or Sega Saturn. Maybe they go simple with it and just put over like Game Gear games, or they add in like it would be really cheap if they did this, but they made the Genesis expansion consoles part of the... That would honestly not be out of character for Nintendo to do something like that though. Like the Sega CD and the 32X getting their own versions of Switch Online, but I highly doubt they do that with a 32X. Because what would the highlight game be? Fucking Knuckles Chaotix? Moving on from that, the next big leak, which got a chuckle out of me, people are hyped up like how they were back in E3, however long ago that was, 2 years ago, right? Where people are fucking jumping the shark, going like, oh, the Nintendo Switch new console is gonna get announced, it's gonna be groundbreaking. A leak's going around like that, the Switch Advance is gonna get announced, and you're gonna get a kick out of this one. It's gonna be so powerful that it's gonna eliminate load times ever existing. Oh my god, even PCs aren't powerful enough to do that. Powerful enough to make load times obsolete. Blow it out your ass. The other news I've heard, I guess, because I haven't really talked about modern games, I guess, in the segment yet. You know, being the way I am, I'm mostly stuck to retro. I ain't sure about DLC for nothing. Probably Mario Kart. But Zelda supposedly doesn't have DLC. Oh my god, it's a game so good that it doesn't need DLC to fix it. Oh my god! Wow! Ain't that wacky? You know what? I'm honestly proud of them. It blows my mind that people are losing their shit over Tears of the Kingdom not having DLC. Honestly, like, sure, I get it, you know. You want an expansion to the story, but at the same time, you know, it's already big enough, and I'd say it's the most polished piece of modern Nintendo that I've ever played. It was the biggest breath of fresh air any Nintendo game from the 2020s has ever given me so far, and I've only gotten, what, 4 episodes, or 3? Oh, spoiler alert, I recorded a 4th episode before this, so sometime that'll be out. But, yeah, no, I've been playing Zelda. That game is amazing. And honestly, again, you know, I see where you're coming from. But at the same time, that's just the way games were back in the day, you know? Games didn't need to always have DLC to make it whole. And I suppose I have also been hearing word that a new F-Zero game is coming. And my heart goes out to that. I hope it's real, but it's one of those franchises that Nintendo doesn't want, or that like outside Smash Bros, Nintendo pretends it doesn't exist, which is very sad. At the same time, you know, my heart's going out to Mother 3 getting announced to get a localization, but I highly doubt it will happen just because of the way it is. It has been a minute since Nintendo announced any like old games from their backlog that stayed in Japan back in the day getting localized, like what they did for the Fire Emblem games or Famicom Detective Club. So I'd be open to seeing more of those. You know, I got friends who are religiously into Splatoon, but, no offense, but I kind of forgot that this was happening. Whoa, is that a huddle?
Our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
The
Oh, it's Mario
toys are
vs.
back
Donkey
in
Kong.
town.
I'll be damned. Yeah, I've played Donkey Kong 94, but I've always wanted to get into these games. I saw Ant Dude make a video on the whole series, so I'm interested in checking this out. I don't think they replaced the guy who voiced Donkey Kong, right?
And face Donkey Kong head on.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like Seth Rogen to me.
As well as time powers to best these hostile lands.
Okay, so
as your journey progresses,
do you get a stand
will grow
for that,
strong disposal to navigate this harsh world. And in your way,
these boss designs are so cool though.
And discover the mysteries
I
of
like
Mount
that. They
Cap.
remind me of
When
like
Prince of Persia, the Lost
Castlevania.
Crown,
Very
the
gothic.
in-game war- Rev up for true arcade racing in Horizon Chase 2. Speed through stunning environments. Each time your button presses with the music to solve puzzles and battle bosses. Over 30 thrilling tracks await, including music from iconic Konami games.
Does that mean there's
Super
Silent Hill
Crazy Rhythm
music?
Cap- Spy Anya, Operation Memories, launches on Nintendo Switch next year.
She's just so powerful that she changed the
Mario's
name of the
first
series
RPG
there.
adventure
Oh, here we go.
returns.
There's more news about Mario RPG.
The Super Mario RPG game is back with
Yeah!
updated graphics. Let's go over some new and returning gameplay features to
Ooh.
increase damage dealt or decrease damage received. When you time
Alright,
your
sorry for
attacks
busting it
perfectly,
down,
you can now
but
damage all.
it's good to
Every
hear what the
successful
regular
action
battle theme
command
sounds
will
like.
Fill this gauge. When it's full, you can unleash the 3-character triple move.
Yo, you get a limit break?
Combos.
That is kick-ass.
These
Damn!
powered-up bosses aren't gonna be easy.
Let's go, the Force Maze! Oh my god, I was just busting
Set
it
off for
down to
adventure
that
with
remix
Mario
of
and Friends when
Booster's
Super
theme,
Mario
but
RPG launches on the Nintendo Switch system November 17th.
holy shit, this remix of the
Pre-orders are
Force
available
Maze is sending
now
me to
on
space.
Nintendo eShop.
Hey,
Hey? Hello?
look alive. We're almost there.
The Nintendo DS game Trace Memory returns on the Nintendo Switch system as another code to memories. One day, a young girl named Ashley receives a letter from the father she thought had passed away. Seeking answers, she sets off for the solitary Blood Edward Island in search of him. Once there, Ashley encounters
this looks
puzzles and
cool.
obstacles that hinder her investigation.
But this was originally for DS? I've never heard of this. Maybe it's because they're showing mostly cutscenes, but this looks
also
way
meets a
too beautiful
mysterious
to have
boy.
originally been on Nintendo
What
DS.
truths
Like,
await Ashley in this place?
they've got the like Resident Evil 4
I
camera and
tried.
shit. How did they
I
do
can't
that on
remember
DS?
Dad's fate.
The sequel, Another Code R, Journey into Lost Memories, previously unreleased in North America, is also included.
So this is like Juliet, huh?
Play both games to experience the full story. Unravel both adventures, fully enhanced for Nintendo Switch. when
Honestly,
Another Code Recollection
I might
launches
pick these up.
January
Just how
7th.
beautiful this game looks sold me. I'm just blown away that that
Another
was
Code
originally for
Recollection includes
DS.
two games, the Nintendo DS game Trace Memory and its Wii sequel, which was never released in North America. Both games are fully enhanced on Nintendo Switch. Please
Why
look
does the one
forward
for
to
the
playing
DS look
early
better
next year.
than the one for the Wii?
Next, please take a look at this.
But then,
Oh.
the Wicked Grape and the Sour Bunch suddenly made their grand entrance and took center stage.
Oh no, Balin Wonderworld took over.
Luckily, each can use the power
Super
of
Sa-
Ribbon
oh.
to face off against the Sour Bunch. Valuable
Okay.
artifacts from this museum have gone missing. Become Detective Peach, investigate clues,
Detective
and track
Peach.
down who done it.
So is this like a multi-genre type thing?
Desserts have been snatched from this sweets festival. Turn into patissiere Peach and save it from a sugar crash.
Yeah, so this is a multi-genre
The
game.
Sour Bunch got their hands on this martial arts school. Become Kung Fu Peach. And
Is this a
take it
fighting
back
game?
from these foul
Yo! Oh, it's a beat 'em up. Wait, no, this is a. Yo!
thieves. Many other
This looks sick.
transformations are just
This is interesting though, because
Princess
like, you know,
Peach Showtime.
At first,
makes its debut on Nintendo
this
Switch.
looked Balan
March
Wonderworld
22nd.
to me.
Pre-orders begin
But
today on Nintendo
This also
eShop.
looks like it's going back to like how Super Mario 3 looked like it was a stage play.
That was a new
Well,
look
although
at
it literally
Princess
is
Peach
here.
Showtime.
The legendary Raider returns.
Tomb Raider. Ah.
You can also toggle between the original polygon look and the upgraded visuals
Oh,
at
that's
any
cool.
time.
So it's like the Master
Tomb
Chief
Raider
Collection.
1 through 3 remastered, starring Lara
Again, that's
Croft,
cool,
launches on
but
the Nintendo Switch system
I already have
February
these,
14th.
and on top of that, I got the
Pre-orders
anniversary
begin
version of the
today
first
on
game,
Nintendo
so I'll
eShop.
probably pass on this, but it's
Got a
nice to know it
second bolt of
exists.
Brilliance.
Every great detective starts their day early.
This is Rhyme City, a place where humans and Pokemon coexist. The detective duo of Pikachu and his partner Tim investigate various cases.
Goodman?
Tim interviews
Wait a
people.
minute.
Pikachu interviews
Is he related to
Pokemon,
Saul?
and they find the truth together. Peer through walls with Luxray. Solve all the
Wait,
mysteries and find Harry.
Is that why he's named Luxray?
October 6th.
I had no
Pre-orders are
fucking
available
idea
now
he
on
was able to
Nintendo
do
eShop.
that.
This game's a real toot.
Is this... Oh god, thank god, I thought this was Wii music. Are they really playing this?
And mastering every control scheme won't be a walk in the park.
Oh my god, this
Physical
better
to
end up in
electronica
Smash.
And everything in between.
This
Plus,
better end up in
musicians
Smash.
and band together in local multiplayer.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Battle your way to victory in these Nintendo Switch games.
Ooh.
Online Battle Royale
Oh yuck,
Brawler.
it's Battle Royale. Oh, this looks cool. This looks like modernized classic
Freely
Fire Emblem.
traverse and
The art
explore
style looks really
Jovan's.
cool.
Atlas and Vanillaware
It's
present
made by
the
Atlas, so that
rebirth
must
of
mean it's good.
tactical fantasy RPGs.
Okay.
Unicorn Overlord.
Luigi's Mansion. It's just Dark Moon though, right? Yup.
Luigi's Mansion 2
There it is.
HD.
This question block currently appears on the roof of the previously announced Nintendo Gallery that's under construction in Uji City, Kyoto Prefecture.
Oh, that's cool.
The official name of this gallery will be the Nintendo Museum. At the Nintendo Museum, a wide variety of Nintendo products from the company's history will be displayed.
So basically,
It's
you'll get
going
to see
well.
every IP that they've
Plan to
ever
finish up
neglected.
Please stay tuned. That's all for today's Amiibo announcements. Please take a look at this.
That almost made my heart stop. F-Zero. No fucking way.
The first F-Zero game returns as a 99-player battle royale.
Yo!
F-Zero 99. Race on classic F-Zero courses with machines from the original Super NES game.
Oh
Tear
my
through
god.
courses.
I was always hopeful that they would
Spin
give
some of your
classic
power meter
F-Zero
for a
multiplayer.
temporary speed boost.
I've always said, man,
You can
controversial
also
take, I
collect
get it.
Super Sparks, which appear when
F-Zero with
machines collide.
multiplayer had more
To boost
potential
up
than
to a
Mario
special
Kart.
path, it's your best chance at bypassing your rivals and jumping into a higher position.
I honestly
Complete
might
goals
play this
while
with
you're
my
racing
friends. More people in the world need to be introduced to F-Zero. This is like the best decision
99 players,
they've made
one
related
winner.
to F-Zero
It's
at
time
least
to win
in
first
recent
place.
times.
Because F-Zero 99 will be available exclusively for active Nintendo Switch Online members later today.
If it's gonna be limited edition though, like what they did with the Mario one, we're gonna have a
More than
problem.
30 years after its original release, F-Zero is back as a battle royale game.
This is the
Also
only
supports
battle
the Super
royale I
NES
approve
controller
of, man.
Available exclusively for Nintendo Switch
Well, minus
Online.
the
hope
Mario
you'll give it a
Royale that
try
we don't
and
talk
aim for
about
first
for
place.
legal reasons.
Okay, let's continue with some more headlines.
Okay.
One little hero, one humongous problem. Welcome to Vandal City, a whimsical land inhabited by small fuzzy beings called Yordles. After a party gets a little too wild, the portals holding the land together collapse. It's up to you and your knitting magic to stitch Vandal City back together. Journey across the land
actually
to
an
gather
adorable
materials
concept.
and... Wait, did you hear that?
Is that what I...
Join best friends, Nunu and Willem, on a journey across the frozen wilds of the Freljord.
Jesus, I thought that was a... I thought that was a Call of Duty zombies.
Let's move into
WarioWare.
formation.
Trip with these chumps doesn't feel like a prize.
That's the new voice actor?
This tropical resort contains tons
The
of
new
micro
voice
games
actor
that'll
caught
get
me
your
off
body
guard.
moving. In each micro game, you can
Yeah, this is just as blurred as you'd expect a WarioWare to be. I like it.
Reach the goal without getting caught by Medusa.
That's like the little kid hiding his DS from his mom on steroids.
Bunch of turbulence!
I'm gonna edit that out. Holy shit!
Each hero you encounter has their own backstory
This
and
looks like some of the
motivation.
most gorgeous implementation of HD
They may
2D.
not always get along at first, but these conflicts may strengthen the bonds between your heroes.
Oh, look at those magic effects, man.
Trust, betrayal,
Bro, is that
heroic tale will begin.
Xeon?
When Eiyuden Chronicle 100 Heroes launches on Nintendo Switch, April 23rd.
Eiyuden Chronicle, eh?
Or online.
I can't be the only one who
Marches onto
thinks that
Nintendo
music
Switch
sounds
as
a little too
console
familiar,
exclusive.
right?
Then serve them as sushi by night. And the
Oh, this sounds
aquatic
like a cool
adventure,
concept.
Dave.
Is that JonTron?
Explore an ever-changing underwater world to find the best ingredients.
Oh, this
and
looks...
strive to exceed
This honestly
culinary
looks cool. Like, it's
expectations.
got that,
Dave the Diver.
It's got like
launches
a-
first for consoles on the Nintendo Switch system
almost
October 26th.
Super
Pre-orders and
Nintendo,
a free
but like
demo
the
swim
bosses
onto
also have that
Nintendo
like
eShop
polygonal
later today.
PlayStation 1 aesthetic. I like that. That's a cool touch.
The final wave is racing in.
Ooh.
Something new is among us.
Among Us 2? Are they actually landing for once? Do we actually get to see where the ship goes? Oh, fuck. Wait, is this the... Are they gonna get exposed to the cordyceps? Oh, okay. Well, I guess... Hey, good on them for having escape pods, I guess. Ooh, so it's like Survival Island. The fungal.
This new map for Among Us is free and launches this October.
What did you think? Thanks for sticking with us this far.
They're not gonna end this off on Among Us.
Next up, we'd like to recap some of the previously announced Nintendo titles you can look forward
Jeez,
to playing
that
from September.
that gave me a
onwards.
heart attack.
This next video will be our last announcement.
Here we go.
Please take a look.
This is the grand finale. No way. This can't be what I think it is. No way! No! Holy shit. Holy shucking fit. Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy... I'm feeling lightheaded, man. It's real. It's fucking real. 1,000-year door is real. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Holy shit! Whew! Thousand Year Door! Let's fucking go, baby! Fuck, first Mario RPG wins me?
Thank you.
And now Thousand Year Door wins me! Man, this is a great time to be a Mario RPG fan, huh? Well, what did I tell you? No news about a Switch Pro today. On that note, y'all, if you like this video, it'd be cool if you guys to leave a like on the video. Follow me and all my other socials, I'll link in the description down below. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like, and if you'd like to be super awesome. Oh, did I already tell you guys to follow me and all my other stuff? Rats. Thousand Year Door really did leave me scrambled, huh? Anyways, have a good one, y'all.